position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Yellow Jackets will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Virginia Tech's offense will be first on the attack. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is what...
Turns on the Jets! Touchdown, Virginia Tech! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Yellow Jackets offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback effectively. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Hokies. That dude ought to have a lethal stick marker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the run. Oh, it's a fumble! And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing...
There he goes! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
It's hard to run offense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Sets up the screen. The idea on that one was to pop a big play on 3rd down, but they got a 0.
And you got to give credit to the defense. When the defense is able to play pass and think rush the passer, and react like that to the screen. Because you don't play screen, you react to screen. Good reaction. Great job getting to the running back, getting the tackle for a loss.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Already with 2 touchdowns on the board, now they're back at it up 14-6. At the 35, he's open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Part of the Hokies' DNA to rely on that ground game, sort of like a Kevin Jones type guy.
No doubt, and I think it's always what's made these offenses go.
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Howard. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down, first down, first down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Big fella moving. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Caught over the middle. It's Porter. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Caught close to the marker, it's Everett. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws out the RPO. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Here we go. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Give him 6. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a gap, it's Howard. Got enough for the first. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Hokies are flying down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Everett. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Everett. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Phillips. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Yellow Jackets trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Trying to make magic with his feet. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's caught. Touchdown, Hokies. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Got it in the middle, it's Everett. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to... Five-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense, and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To the air on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key, because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
Grab near the marker. It's Porter. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly out to the tight end. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the third quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough, 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. He cannot get there, it'll be 4th down. The Hokies are in the hurry-up. Has to get there to move the sticks. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he makes the extra point.
Virginia Tech, 35. Georgia Tech, 19.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, who says you can't run the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This is a good example of spacing in the passing game. Get the ball to your receiver quickly. Just give him a little bit of space so that he has the ability to turn around and make a guy miss, then go get extra yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Everett. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here's the give off the left side. Open space at the 25. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And as they get into the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their 3rd sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making checks. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Adams. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Hokies are rolling down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. To the ground. He's got it again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Howard. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The give to the back. There he goes. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
They'll try the right side. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, Virginia Tech. Paging George D. Burdell.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Hokies! Quick strike through the air for the score. That should move them closer to this elusive 2nd win of the year as they build this 4th quarter lead. No matter how much college football changes,